We are at the cusp of a new industrial revolution, Industry 4.0, which relies on innovation to digitize existing business processes to help improve speed, cost, and quality. One example is improving the picking process utilizing augmented reality technology. Our vision picking solution has already been integrated into multiple operations across the globe, delivering substantial benefits to our customers and proving it can provide a competitive edge.
If you look, let's say, 10 years back in the logistic world, it was very much about process optimization, but nowadays you see really process restructuring.
By wearing advanced smart glasses, pickers use a hands-free visual guide throughout the picking process. The smart glasses display identifies the location number, scans the product barcode, identifies the number of items to be picked, and shows where each item should be placed in the trolley. Used for both single and multi-order picking, the solution enables order picking at a faster pace with reduced error rates.
About 50% of the total hours we spend in a typical warehouse are spent on picking. At the moment we have about a 15% picking productivity improvement as a result of implementing the vision picking technology.
We are in a very competitive market, so it's very important that we stay ahead of the competition. We need step changes, and we're really looking for companies like DHL to help us with innovative solutions.
Vision picking is creating an even higher accuracy and is helping us to exceed the customer's expectations.
The vision picking delivers benefits in terms of quality and efficiency. The efficiency comes from the fact that the operators can do the picking with their hands free, and the quality comes from the visual aids they have to put the product and to sort the product into the right bins.
We have also seen that the training is going much quicker because it's more or less learning by doing.
It's quite easy to learn to use because the system tells you already everything what you have to do. So every information what you need is already in one screen.
Then you have your both hands free, so you can work quicker.
As a team, it makes it easier for us to do the job more accurately. As a company, they get the distribution and product to the customer faster. And as a customer, most importantly, they get what they've ordered on time correctly. And it's not a futuristic thing, it's the present. And it's happening now, and we're loving it.
Meet Chuck, an autonomous warehouse robot that helps employees fulfill online orders. Chuck guides workers down aisles and features a screen that shows where items are located, how many to pick, and where to go to complete the next task.
So at this point, the Chuck has stopped right next to the pick location that I'm looking for. So I'm looking for pick location 06E05.
Jerome Dubois is co-founder of Six River Systems, a Waltham, Massachusetts-based startup.
The Chuck is named after the Charles River. We're a Boston-based company and very proud of our origins and our roots here.
This is all part of a fulfillment solution for e-commerce, traditional retail, and third-party logistic companies.
We've designed this as a collaborative robotic solution to be able to drop in and be used in any warehouse environment. It's definitely more economic than people alone. The same person can now complete 2 to 3 times as many orders during the day.
With an annual revenue of 500 billion euros, retail is one of Germany's most important branches. Millions of transactions per day make constant and accurate inventory a time and cost-intensive necessity. We at Metro Labs ask ourselves, how can this task be done in a more efficient way? Tori is our answer. It is the first fully autonomous inventory robot to see continuous live deployment in a public environment. Our innovative user interface makes setting up and operating Tori a straightforward task that requires no further training. Tori Stay is completely automated. At any desired time, it will start the inventory process and return to its charging station once it's finished. Tori works 10 times faster than human personnel for up to 18 hours with an accuracy of over 99%. Its unique and TÜV-certified robot technology enables Tori to safely navigate in narrow environments and automatically avoid people and unforeseen obstacles.
Wir befinden uns hier am Standort in Ebenbüren und haben einen Lagerbestand von über 1 Million Paar Schuhen, die wir hier europaweit distribuieren, mit am Tag bis zu 100.000 Warenausgängen. Die Herausforderungen, die wir in diesem Bereich haben, sind vielfältig und spiegeln sich in den Anforderungen unserer Kunden wider, die eine schnelle und flexible und qualitativ hochwertige Belieferung ihrer Partner gefunden.
Magazino entwickelt wahrnehmungsgesteuerte Kommissionierroboter. Spannend wird der Einsatz vor allem bei kleinen Losgrößen im Onlinehandel. Toro übernimmt die Prozesse Ein- und Auslagerung. Bei der Auslagerung fährt Toro vors Regal, schnappt sich die zu kommissionierenden Objekte, lagert sie in seinem Rucksackregal zwischen und stellt diese dann entweder am Versand oder in einem Kommissionierwagen für die nachgelagerten Prozesse bereit. Fiege ist für uns ein sehr, sehr guter Partner, weil sie Innovation nicht nur ankündigt, sondern auch umsetzt und mit uns da gemeinsam den Weg geht, den Toro zum ersten Mal in die Freiheit zu entlassen.
Wir nutzen die Roboter von Magazino insbesondere zur Unterstützung unserer Mitarbeiter, auch bei Kommissionierung von schwer zugänglichen Regionen, also aus der obersten Ebene, aus der untersten Ebene. Ja, Industrie 4.0 ist in aller Munde und dank dem Einsatz der Kommissionierroboter von Magazino haben wir damit unsere Antwort auf Industrie 4.0 gefunden. Und zwar haben wir jetzt etwas, wo wir nicht in eine starre Lösung investieren, in eine starre Automatisierung, sondern im Gegenteil, Industrie 4.0 bedeutet für uns, flexibel und skalierbar zu sein. Und genau das können wir mit diesen Robotern. Wir können 3, 5, 10 oder bis zu 20 Robotern hier in der Anlage fahren lassen und das skalierbar von einem Tag auf den anderen.
Meet Steve. Steve manages warehouse terminals for a major logistics provider. Steve's got a great team of lift truck operators, but drivers can make mistakes, and mistakes cost Steve valuable time and money. Order volume is growing, and Steve needs solutions to improve the quality of his warehouse operation while cutting costs. Meet Mike. Mike is an engineer with RoboCV. Mike is a smart guy, and RoboCV has developed unique solutions that automate warehouse processes. Mike and the team at RoboCV can help Steve with his problem. They've been working overtime to design, program, and test their ideas. To introduce RoboCV X-Motion NG, an innovative new solution for automatic pallet handling. The X-Motion NG integrates the newest technologies to operate autonomously without the need for a loader operator. Steve had his doubts about robotic solutions, but only until he learned more about the X-Motion NG. The X-Motion NG robot is equipped with 6 laser LEDs, a 3D camera, and a barcode scanner to quickly perform common tasks while establish a safety perimeter. The intelligence of the system avoids crashes, makes emergency stops in case of danger, and gives way to other equipment at intersections. When the X-Motion NG encounters an obstacle, it dynamically reroutes to maneuver safely around it. The system uses computer vision to identify and locate pallets, take hold of them, and scan them to connected WMS systems. The RoboCV solution is easy and fast to implement and allows automation of up to 70% of floor transport without the need to change infrastructure or business processes in the warehouse. That's music to Steve's ears. The X-Motion NG's operating system is user-friendly and allows easy tracking of robots and task management via web interface or a smartphone. X-Motion NG gives immediate savings on operating costs by reducing staff costs, increasing the equipment lifespan, and improving the quality of operations, and pays back in 2 to 3 years. But what about sudden changes in warehouse processes? Not a problem. X-Motion NG is easily adapted with fast and painless reconfiguration. So now Steve has made friends with the robots. Robots that address his needs, put real money through to the bottom line.
The original Industrial Revolution was driven by the discovery that you could use steam engines to do all kinds of interesting things.
That was followed by additional revolutions for electricity and computers and communications technology. We're now in the early stages of the 4th Industrial Revolution, which is bringing together digital, physical, and biological systems.
One of the features of this 4th Industrial Revolution is that it doesn't change what we are doing, but it changes us.
We need a different economic model that will allow us to meet the basic needs of every human on the planet, and that will be focused not on growth per se, but on maximizing human well-being.
We have energy technologies that can power our civilization, but how do we get it and implement it at the scale we need at a price that people around the world can afford?
If we're able to do something to transform cities, to make them more efficient, then the impact can be huge.
We can use asset tracking, we can use IT, we can use 3D printing to decouple growth from the resource constraints we have.
The question of adding quality to quantity, it's really about a diverse, safe, healthy, and just world with clean air, clean water, clean energy.
Together we are fighting to preserve our fragile climate from irreversible damage and devastation of unthinkable proportions.
The prediction of 5 million jobs lost by 2020 to technology is serious, but the main question is, how will we define work? How will we share the wealth?
How can you have a doctor that really knows a lot about data? How can you have a biologist that knows about medicine?
We have to create a space that enables people to think freely, to think divergent thoughts, to think creative thoughts.
We really need new education or new training.
We're working with a World in Motion and First Robotics, trying to encourage students from 3rd grade all the way up through the end of high school to pursue science, math, and different technologies.
It's this ability of digital technology to change outcomes, to truly empower people that can create a more equitable growth.
Fourth industrial revolution has the potential to make inequalities visible and to make them less acceptable in the future.
I was the first person in the world to be able to voluntarily move my legs while stepping in a robot. The cure will be possible if enough of the right people have the will to make it happen.
We're seeing this incredibly exciting convergence of genome editing, DNA sequencing. Governments have a very important role to play in enabling the safe and effective use of technologies.
We need to take responsibility at every level of society to adapt to these technological challenges, which are redefining what it means to be completely embedded in this world.
Even though we have everyday problems we have to solve, we have to find a way to lay the foundations for the innovations of tomorrow.